Hey there, friends. Sorry I'm a little late today. Yeah, a lot of running around this morning. Alright, I am Scruffy Matt. I am continuing my run through Hitman's World of Assassination. Last time we started working with Providence to try and find the identity of the Shadow Client, a mysterious figure who has been arranging for contracts to be sent to 47 to kill off members of Providence. So he's clearly got some sort of a grudge against this Providence organization. We're only just now starting to get an idea of what that may be and who he is to 47. But our latest mission has brought us to Mumbai to try and close it.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
Alright, let's have a look at their profiles, shall we? An old member of the Mumbai Underground, Vanya Shah believes herself to be the righteous ruler of Mumbai. A ruthless, callous woman, Shah comes from a long line of dacoity bandits and rose through the ranks of the Mumbai Underground by virtue of not just her ancestry, but also the skills she acquired in her youth as a bandit outside Mumbai. Those skills involved a lot of shooting and elimination of opponents, tools she put to good use acquiring strong grip on the Mumbai slums alongside the Maelstrom and Dawood Rangan. After the dissolution of the Crows at the hands of the Mumbai Mafia, Shah fled the city with Maelstrom and the Rangan and sailed the South China Sea with them. Her time as a pirate was a harsh one, and Shah never fully adapted to life, which turned out to be traumatic for her. Several close calls and the final battle against the Chinese Special Forces during the Francis King raid left her broken. Seeing the Maelstrom leave his people behind while he spiraled into madness was enough to push her over the edge as well. Shah has no memories of how she returned to Mumbai, but when she finally came to, she was in the care of her now trusted advisor Rima. Shah has, since her return, elevated herself to the assumed title of Queen of the Slums. She controls large portions of the city through her extensive network of informants and controls the water and electricity supply to the slums. Those who oppose her reign end up dead in the gutters of the slums, often just to prove a point. Alright, part-time Bollywood producer and full-time mobster working with the Maelstrom on taking down Providence assets in Asia. Dawood Rangan is a big guy with an imposing, broad smile, a manly mustache, and a warm handshake. Known to pay off city officials and cheat his extras out of pay, Rangan is in reality a ruthless mobster involved in illegal gambling, extortion, and protection rackets. He uses his films for money laundering and as vehicles for siphoning money around India through a wide range of production companies and has been quite successful at it. Originally from the southern part of India, Rangan came to Mumbai at the age of 7. He lost both his parents at the age of 9 and lived on the streets of Mumbai for a long time, joined a street gang known as the Crows alongside Wazir Kale and Vanya Sher. When things got hot for the gang, he joined his two friends on a series of pirating missions in the South China Sea, which eventually ended with the catastrophic hijacking of a Humsung oil freighter. After the incident, Rangan went back to Mumbai and got in touch with old associates. His flair for self-promotion and knack for financial crime earned him a chance to work as a Bollywood producer, a role he quickly warmed to. Working both as a mobster and film producer proved enriching for Rangan, and he was doing well for himself when his old friend Wazir Kale, the Maelstrom, arrived in Mumbai with a substantial bank account and plans to topple the secret leaders of the world. Rangan is a typical mobster, engaging himself in financial crimes such as extortion, fraud, money laundering, insurance scams, and gold smuggling. He is not above dishing out violence, and behind his smile lives a sociopath who cares little for the lives of others. He will ruin everyone and everything. Sorry, lost my place. He will ruin everyone and everything he comes across if it serves his purposes, but he has managed to create a public persona that embodies nothing but positive qualities. He is well liked by the general population because he's been able to spend other people's money on prestige projects that may do very little actual good, but which have always managed to get him on TV and magazine covers. Excuse me for a minute, my puppy is being an idiot. Sorry about that. Alright, so, we don't have a file on the Maelstrom, because we don't know who he is, so, not helpful. But, one of the things we have to do is figure out who he is. So, let's turn to our Wheel of Assassination! And figure out what our first kill for the day is going to be. Alright, so, first of all, we can nail both Rangan and Shah with a rowboat on their heads. We can take out Shah and the Maelstrom with a train. We can blow away Rangan with a giant fan, like I was showing off in my stream announcement posts. We can infiltrate Shah's compound disguised as a tailor. We can actually outsource these murders to another assassin in town, the Kashmirian. And, yeah. I mean, feels a bit lazy, but we still have to help him get around there. We can infiltrate the movie set disguised as one of the stars. We can, yes, the classic, disguise ourselves as a barber and kill the Maelstrom with the, razor shaving accident. We can arrange a meeting with Shah disguised as the foreman of her laundry crew. And there's an opportunity to get the Maelstrom to visit his ex-girlfriend that we can take advantage of. Alright, so let's see what comes up first. So we're going to start with Shah, and yeah. Washing stores. That could be useful. What are we going to go dressed as today? The Raver? Sure, let's go dressed as the Raver. And I recently unlocked a new gun here, so why don't we use that? Cherry Blossom Bowler. Celebrate the coming of spring with this gorgeous cherry-colored silver bowler, decorated with a beautiful cherry blossom motif and a silencer to match. Perfect for letting the bullets bloom.
Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums, where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
Alright, first things first. Vanyasha is eager to meet the new foreman of the Mumbai laundry business. However, the foreman is taking refuge in his office, unwilling to meet with her at this time. You might be able to use this to your advantage. Oops. No, don't want to do that.
It was your fault, and we can all walk away.
Oh dear.
This is me being the bigger man. Come on.
You are unbelievable. You didn't just say that. Come on. Just admit it was your fault and we can all get back to our lives, huh?
Alright, so I can't get into the laundry dressed like this.
I can't let you pass. You don't have the right clearance.
But what if I was to sneak in through the sewers?
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan's movie? I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, I took care of it already. It was a rush order, so I washed it when I came in this morning. It's drying upstairs.
And you took extra care with it, right? The man who dropped it off said it was supposed to be used in the movie they're shooting in the town.
Of course. I don't want to get on Rangan's bad side. It's neatly folded upstairs. Don't you worry about it.
That could be useful for later. Before I do anything, I just want to have a quick save. Oh shoot.
Who's there?
The security guard is not ideally placed.
Of course. Why always me?
Try that again.
We should have. Hey, hello. Who's there?
Thanks for the effort, my dude. Alright. Into this laundry hamper with you.
Acha, do you know what we should do with the bedsheets for Mrs. Patel? I
Uh-oh.
don't want to make a mistake.
I have no idea. The new foreman hasn't let anyone know. I asked the guards if I could talk to him, but they said no. But they,
Malum and Magan, how are we supposed to know what we do next?
I have no idea. Just go through whatever piles of clothes.
Oh,
Hold on.
Have I seen you before somewhere?
Hey, Shade. That is enough.
okay, okay.
Teri maa ki. Hold it.
Sorry guys, I forgot to iron my cat.
The new foreman looks to be a dedicated worker. He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no. That's not it. I was up there in the office when he came in. One of the guards told him that the slum queen wanted to talk to him. The guy turned all grey and started stammering.
Wait, he didn't know she had taken over the business?
I don't think so. The guard also told him what happened to the previous foreman. I'm pretty sure that's why he's not coming out.
So he's waiting for nightfall so he can slip out.
Probably. Sadly for him, we work day and night here. He's never leaving.
Not alive, anyway.
Grim.
Alright, so I need to understand a few things here. Nobody keeps track of time in any way?
The old foreman didn't really care so much about time. It was all about getting things done.
So how did he track that? I can't see any of his old files here.
I don't know where they might be.
Alright, how about the workload? How do you guys keep track of how many orders you go through in a day?
The old foreman did all that. I think he kept most of it in his head, actually. That was one of the things Miss Shah didn't really like. That and the fact that he would give us breaks.
She doesn't like giving breaks?
Hates it.
I see. Thank you. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I understand everything. If I show up for the bridge meeting with Miss Shah and I'm not prepared, well, let's just say I don't want that to happen. All right. I'll speak to you.
Let's see if I can lure this guy down here.
Oh, that scared the living daylights out of me. Hello? Who did that?
This is gonna hurt.
Devil key is hidden.
Ooh, key.
Hi.
Hi. Sleepy time for you, my friend. You'll be fine. Just sleep it off. Rat poison. That might be useful.
How are you, sir?
Hello. What do you mean currently busy?
I haven't met the new foreman yet. Is he better than the last one?
Pata nahi yaar. He's still in the office. I know Miss Shah is supposed to meet with him on the bridge and talk about how to make you lazy workers do more. But so far, he hasn't come out.
Who are you calling lazy? I work 15 hours every day.
Aha, pata hai. Just relaying the words of Miss Shah. I think she's hoping this new guy will be liberal with his belt, if you know what I mean.
Great. Take a break. You deserve the rest.
Thank you. My arms are about to fall off.
I'm ready for my meeting with Miss Shah now.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day.
Vanyashar is eager to meet the new foreman of the Mumbai laundry business. However, the foreman has taken refuge in his office, unwilling to meet up with her at this time. Might be able to use this to your advantage.
The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now. Follow me to the bridge.
Now, is this guy going to risk it? No, I don't think he does.
Oi, kapade gande hai abhi bhi. You need to put in more effort. That's not even close to good enough.
6, 7 hours? This is ridiculous. What I need now is a cure. Endings are so right.
Aja, it's just through here. Miss Shah will be along soon. Better get your shit together if you don't want to end up like the old foreman. Samjha?
Thank you.
So, that's the new guy, huh? How long is he going to last, you think? A week?
Depends on what the Queen decides to do with him, I guess. He looks tough enough. Might last a week in the pits. Maybe even 2.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe she'll actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's been hiding inside that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't
Here she
think he has
comes.
what it takes.
You know, I'm standing right here, guys. If I was the real foreman, I would be very upset right now. And there she is. The
That
slum
is
queen
Vanya Shah,
herself.
self-appointed queen of the Mumbai slums.
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence. What do you have to report?
Well done, 47. You've managed to lure Vanya Shah out into the open. Anything could happen
I
here.
see a lot of dead weight.
I've made a similar observation. Tell me more.
Well, the objective is find the root of the problem, work to get close to it, and then eradicate it.
I like your thinking. How would you approach the tasks you see before you?
My usual method is prepare intensely, study the problem, learn everything I can, analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights, perfect execution.
Not afraid to spill some blood in the process.
Not at all. In fact, I find that happens quite often.
I like you, foreman. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting
There's too many
my
guards around
money?
here.
You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
That's more like it. Yeet!
Confirmed kill on Vanya Shah. Excellent work, 47. No rest for the wicked, however. On to the next one.
Well, I think that was a very productive meeting. I don't know about you guys.
It's hard to keep you safe if you just wander off whenever you please.
No kidding. Alright. Well, there's 2 targets left, so let's go back to our wheel. I can remove the options that have her on them. And can't do those ones. Alright. Save settings. That fits a bit better, doesn't it? Alright, what do we got this time? Ah, the Kashmirian. Okay. That's a shame. Kinda wanted to get him with the big fan. But, you know what? This is good too. Hi, Tofu. You complaining? Alright. A local hitman... Oh, hang on. A local hitman known as the Kashmirian is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in a tower above a stairwell in the local chawl. It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to Darwood Rankin, but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you could assist him? Alright, where's the exit? Oh, that's, train yard, that's, Ms. Shah's, base. Let's not go there.
The way she suddenly put it.
It's 47. The street gang known as the Crows are on high alert. They seem to be on the lookout for potential assassins and will be suspicious of anyone they don't recognize. I suggest you are mindful around them in the slums.
Oh no. Gotta hurl.
Oh, jeez. What's this guy eating? The bead physics are very impressive, aren't they?
"47. This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into.
Pacing around at night, and I'm pretty sure he's doing other things still. At least he's only here for a few days.
Maybe he's an addict. Look at that guy last year. Remember him? The state of his room after they kicked him out was just terrible.
I don't know what he is, but I'm sure he's up to no good. You know, at one point, I'm pretty sure I saw him handling what looked like some sort of weapon in there. I told the landlord, but he doesn't care as long as the bills are
I tried to go up there to spy on his things, but he was already there. I'm wondering what he's up to.
Looking up there in the tower. Maybe he's a photographer or something. The light is quite beautiful.
Damn it. I don't think these viewfinder working. I will miss the shot for sure.
Hi.
Oh, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
Let's have a look. Well, this is no good.
I'll never get that scope adjusted.
Look at this amateur.
Horrible viewfinder. What I wouldn't give
Good
for
thinking,
a
47.
sniper rifle
Now,
right now.
if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow. Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here, and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
You mean aside from us?
My cousin lives in our show, and he went to a show on Broadway. Got a picture of himself and the guy afterwards. That is absolutely him.
The American over by the food stand is the famous Broadway actor Gregory Arthur. What would he be doing in Mumbai?
Oh, maybe he's involved with that movie they're shooting over by the tower.
I think that's the guy who was vomiting in the gutter.
He's wearing a strange outfit.
Oh, he is a celebrity after all.
Hello, my name is Steven Spielberg. I'm here to direct a movie.
This area has restricted access, sorry.
Fine. I'll take my business elsewhere. Alright.
Hello? Is anyone there? There. Where can I hide? Make sure no one finds. Oh, there's a disguise right here I couldn't take. Ah, there's a box. Alright, buddy, you're coming with me. Nice boxes, by the way.
157050. I wonder what the significance of that is. Oh, maybe these are just building numbers. Construction stuff. Could be useful. What have we here? Oh, according to this manual, the industrial strength fan used in the Mumbai hero kissing scene has two settings. One will provide a nice breeze, while the other will simulate a hurricane in strength. The hurricane mode has been disabled and will need to be enabled manually on the fan itself.
Dawood Rangan has leased an industrial strength fan, normally used for clearing smoke from construction tunnels. That's a beast of a machine, 47. The crew have put some sort of limiter on the fan output, but maybe you could make a few changes.
Nah. I got other plans. A lot of people can see through this disguise.
Hey, excuse me. Crewman.
Hi.
Why aren't you listening to me? Are you deaf?
Curious.
Can we...
Do not move another muscle!
Not going this way, best boy.
Can we discuss this somewhere in private? I guess not. Well, I guess I need a new disguise. Paint. Could be useful. Oh, they've forgotten me already. Okay, cool.
Bud?
Hello, am I allowed in
Yeah,
here?
I'm certain that you don't have to be recording anything past this point, sound guy.
Rude.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form.
Hold that thought. Because I do not put up with spam bots in my chat. Okay.
If I don't finish it, Rangan will kill me. If I do, the artistic community will be dead to me.
Gregory Arthur is missing. I mean,
what fate is worse?
they're here. I want results, people. Now!
The kidnapping of Ether Corporation's CEO Milius Duval took a surprising turn today with the release of a
Alright. Into the wardrobe you go, my friend. Probably should hide that. Alright.
Hey, Mr. Hussein, go on upstairs and wait for Mr. Rangan. I'm sure he'll be there shortly.
Thank you.
It's me. Just to let you know that the house artist is ready to continue painting.
Love the disguise. The glasses are everything.
Hey there, sir.
Hi. Here he comes.
Ah, Mr. Hussain, ready at last. Did you get a shave? Oh well, never mind. Come with me to the lounge.
After you, Mr. Rangan.
That is Dawood Rangan, producer of mediocre movies and a full-time criminal. His brutality is overshadowed only by his giant ego.
Yes, I think I saw a bit of that ego in the painting he's had commissioned.
Beautiful. Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai. If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands. I'll be the envy of everyone.
I guarantee a perfect execution, Mr. Rangan.
He just can't help himself, can he?
All right. Chalo, let's get this done with. I expect these to be the final brush strokes, Mr. Hussain. I'm a busy man, yeah.
Ah.
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is true.
Dekho, once the word gets out and my art-appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment, Mr. Rangan.
That's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way. I'm not stingy. No, not at all.
This guy completely deserves what is about to happen
in exposure. Well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Dekho, in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit? Thank you.
That shot came from the tools. Looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next?
Alright. I think I'll grab a bodyguard disguise to get out of here. Alright. That just leaves the maelstrom, doesn't it? Okay. Round and round the wheel goes. Where it lands, I know. Alright. So, we're gonna disguise ourselves as a barber and kill him while we're shaving him. Fortunately, to do that, first, we need to know what he looks like. The barber and the maelstrom. This barber is tangled up in some shady business, 47, but even more interesting, he may have seen a picture of the maelstrom in the hideout of the street gang known as the Crows. That picture would be very helpful to our cause. Alright, let's take a shortcut to get out of here. Whee! What the hell? What just happened? That was weird. Not really quite sure what happened there.
Well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Because in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit?
That shot came from the tools. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next?
That's good. Now, really project.
Weird. Alright. Wrong bridge, wrong stairs. Oh, someone found the corpse.
I wish you would stop talking about the maelstrom like that, all positive and happy.
What? Why?
Because he's a criminal, a demon. You keep telling all the good stories about him, a freedom fighter, a hero, a brave man, but you know, as well as I do, that those are not the true stories about him.
Not this again.
Wazir Khaile was a thug and a criminal who formed a gang of kids 3 decades ago. They terrorized the city with theft, robbery, and yes, murder. The authorities finally broke them up, but Khaile escaped. He became the Maelstrom after that. A mad pirate of all things, terrorizing the South China Sea for years.
It's that reporter friend of yours that keeps filling your head with these nonsense stories, huh?
She happens to be right. There's even video footage out there of a man, clearly Khaile, bathing in blood of his victims.
Gross.
He's completely insane. And now he's back for who knows what reason. I won't praise him as a god. I pray for us all to be rid of him.
Okay.
This guy's like, no, fake news, bruh.
47, our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums. I've marked the headquarters of the Crows on your map.
Don't suppose you guys will just let me in, will you?
Sir, I'm afraid you don't have the right clearance.
Didn't
Sorry.
think so. Makes you wonder why they even bother having guards.
Go see what the hell that was.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. Hopefully no one will find this guy over here. Oop. That might be a problem.
Have you showed that picture to the barber?
Yeah. He was literally about to shit himself when we brought him down.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
I think he must have thought we were going to kill him or something. He was so nervous. I'd be surprised if he even remembered what the boss looks like now.
Acha, he didn't bring the picture with him.
No. The boss didn't want it to leave the hideout. It's still down here.
How useful. A lot of
Powder's in
enforcers
his
around
room,
here.
and all we do is grab it and toss it in one of the furnaces in the metal workshop. Barabar?
This is the third time you're asking me this question. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me, okay? I just want to make sure I don't mess up when the boss asks me to do something.
Just relax. Yes, you grab the powder into the furnace, lots of smoke goes up. Whatever happens after that isn't your concern.
Okay, good. I wonder what does happen after the smoke goes up.
Not your concern. Fine.
Let's get out of line of sight for people who know I'm not supposed to be here.
Doesn't sound right at all. What I'm trying. Okay. Wait. I just heard something strange. I better go find out what it is.
Ooh, a wrench. I'll take that. Let's get rid of this. I prefer concealed weapons. Now, what have we here?
A photograph and a note addressed to Sagar the barber. This looks like a very recent picture of the Maelstrom. With this in hand, picking him out in a crowd should be possible. You could also investigate the barber shop and see what is going on there.
Uh-oh.
sure, whatever.
What? Nothing. What? Well, suppose I could have gone the other way. In this new disguise. Oh well.
They took me in after that. Thought they could tame the beast. Use it for the things they didn't dare do themselves. I got to know them intimately. And when the time came, I sorted them intimately. I tore down the walls of oppression, left Mumbai to tear down more out there in the world.
47? That man there. He resembles the Maelstrom. Try to get close to him for a visual ID.
To be masters of our own fate. And now, my followers, now even bigger walls need to crumble and be reduced to ashes. Join me.
Shame, not the Maelstrom.
I find it very boss, Enrique Delgado, and his two closest lieutenants have been...
No, that's not him.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get him to come to me.
Astonishingly, the killer...
We shall rebuild!
What are you doing? You need to open the shop. There are people waiting outside already.
I can't remember what he looks like. The guy the crows wanted me to provide information to, you know. Their boss. He showed me his picture in their hideout 2 days ago. I was so stressed out. I thought they were going to kill me or something. I can't remember his face. What if he shows up and I miss him?
Then you should go and explain it to them. They probably still have the picture there.
What if they hurt me? What will happen to you? Or if they decide to burn down the shop like they did with that other guy with the metal recycling? I won't do it.
Pavel, I told you we would get into trouble with this snitching business. But you had to go and earn some easy money sharing information with the gangs. This is your mess. You fix it.
I like her. Shame we're gonna have to conquer her out over the head, probably. Sorry, lady. Right.
All right, 47. We're open for business. We know what the Maelstrom looks like and expect him to show up. Patience and shaving cream is what's on the menu now, 47. It looks like him, but that's not the Maelstrom.
Bicep, can I get a shave, please?
Not at this moment, sir.
Thank you. Damn it. I really needed a shave.
Maybe later, sir.
Chalo, bhai. Maybe next time then.
This poor barber. I feel like he's...
Hey! Hi, I really need a shave.
I'm afraid not, sir.
Okay, you're busy. I'll come back another time.
No, that isn't the Maelstrom. It looks like him, but that's not the Maelstrom.
Any chance for a shave today?
Not right now, sir.
Oh, that's too bad.
47, that man by the counter. That's the Maelstrom. Well, looks like our patience paid off. How about you invite him in for a close shave?
Indeed.
Come on in, sir.
Thank you, my friend. All right, I'm ready for my shave. Make it a close one.
Be careful what you wish for, sir.
The tides are changing, my friend. Can you feel it in the air? My bones are creaking with joy at the prospect of what is about to happen.
I don't feel anything, I'm afraid.
You will, friend. You have an important task ahead of you, have you not? I sense that about you. Together, we will all release the shackles that have bound us far too long and rise up against those who seek to keep us down. Whether those are our friends or foes. A day of reckoning is coming, is it not?
It does seem unavoidable.
Indeed. The question you must ask yourself when the time comes is what side you choose to be on. But that is not for now. For now, focus on your business and what you do best, friend. That is all.
I will do that.
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
Cool. Lots of exits. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed in there. Am I?
Mister.
Going somewhere, sir? You need a taxi?
Actually, sure. Why not? Alright, I'm guessing 4 stars? Maybe 3? I did get spotted once, and someone found Rangan's corpse. In fairness, I'm not the one who killed him there. 3 stars. Okay. Now, I don't know why they're giving me new personal bests on those when I've gotten 5 stars. Silent Assassin missions on all of these before. Whatever.
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap.
An invitation.
An invitation.
Alright. Finally, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Who is this guy? What does he want with us? And why is he waging war against this Providence
You came
organization?
I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. You don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
Well, this is a bit of a turn, isn't it? Guy we've been hunting all this time is actually our childhood friend. Oh, I need to update my wheel, don't I?
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians.
Good one.
You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys.
Well, hello, Adrian Jason.
So you're
How
the
are you
pick
today?
of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men.
Kinda wish Ortmeyer didn't die in the very first game. I'm gonna have to get around to playing that game. I've only played this trilogy.
It won't happen
I would
again.
very much like to see where it
Your
began.
house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I do have it on Steam, I've just never gotten around to it. You know how it is. You see games on sale. Hitman 1 is rough. Okay. Well, thank you for the warning.
Remember who he is.
Alright. Well.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead,
Janus leaves,
we will need
Soviets
to search
collapse.
his home
Coincidence?
for clues.
I think
If
not.
Providence learns of our presence,
Yeah.
the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
So everyone in this game pronounces him as Janus. I prefer Janus, the pronunciation they used in the 007 movie, GoldenEye. He was operating out of Russia too, which was interesting. Alright, let's have a look at this guy. Janus was the KGB's legendary Cold War spy master and the first constant of Providence. Janus's true origins is a mystery. Origins is a mystery. Great grammar there, Diana. Mainly because he had the records carefully erased. Some say he was born in Belarus, the son of humble farmers, while others insist that he is of communist royalty, the bastard son of Nikita Khrushchev. The variety of myths surrounding him only add to his legend. Everyone agrees, however, that Janus was a master of deception and counterintelligence, perhaps the most gifted spy of the 20th century, and he performed his duties with zeal and commitment. During the Cold War, Janus headed the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka and remains the only KGB spy master to place sleeper agents in the top echelons of both Langley and MI6. You beat this whole game on an old 32-inch TV, and yeah, reading this tiny font was not great. I feel for you, buddy. Yeah. I was using a very old TV when I was playing this last year as well, and yeah, trying to read this text was excruciating. So, I feel for you, buddy. In 1979, when the Soviet ambassador to the US planned to defect to the West, it was Janus who ingeniously ordered chessmaster Jasper Knight to poison the ambassador with rice-coated chess pieces during a private match. If you don't remember, Jasper Knight was the targets we killed in Agent 47's final test to join the ICA. Yanis then orchestrated Knight's escape through communist Cuba, but in reality set him up for an assassination to cover up activities surrounding one of Yanis' spy schools, which was taking root in the US. However, Yanis' career in global espionage was only the tip of the iceberg. After Brezhnev's ascent to power, Yanis came to view the Cold War as pointless. He knew that defecting was not going to be the solution. The Americans were just as narrow-minded and self-absorbed. The problem was politics itself. This is when he was approached by Providence, who offered an appealing alternative, an organization of enormous power and influence, but uninhabited by the political, ideological, and national interests. A third way. Yanis secretly became the first constant of Providence. He supervised Otto Wolfgang Ortmeyer's Institute for Human Betterment and met Subject 47 in his childhood. Big TV made you notice that the HUD in PS4 Spider-Man had some really tiny words on it. Americans may be narrow-minded, but have Coca-Cola. There is that. One of the things I miss most about Australia is vanilla Coke. They don't have it here in Canada. Not easily able to get my hands on it at any rate. Very sad. In 1988, he left the KGB after running afoul of the then administration. A year later, the Soviet Union collapsed. As Adrian said, coincidence? After the 1989 riots at the Institute, Yanis was the one who forced Ortmeyer to submit the remaining subjects to a new procedure known as the wipe, erasing their memories and emotions, effectively creating Agent 47 as we know him. Afterwards, Ortmeyer tried to get revenge on Yanis and send 47 after him, but the assassination failed. Providence considers him harmless, but the Constant still keeps a few heralds on Yanis' detail to make sure that no sensitive information leaks from the old man. Fun fact, one Soviet general made a deal with Americans to obtain clear Coca-Cola so he could drink it with everyone thinking it was vodka. That's hilarious. Alright. Our other target is his bodyguard, Nolan Cassidy. Nolan, well, maybe not a bodyguard per se, but he's a Providence herald and answers to the Constant. Born into a military family, Nolan Cassidy grew up on and around military bases around the US. He enlisted at the age of 18, saw some action in Kosovo, and came out with several medals. He wanted to do more for his country, however, and joined the Secret Service's protective branch in 2000. Cassidy was on duty when Vice President Daniel Morris was assassinated in 2005. I must have missed that president. So what? He would have come between Bush and Obama, I guess. He was subsequently let go and went to work as a security consultant for the infamous Moreno cartel, one of Providence's important South American assets. Here he made a favorable impression and was recruited as a herald for the southern US and Latin America's territory. He adapted well to his new corporate life and excelled in a range of roles for over a decade. However, when the attacks on Providence began, the Constant assigned Cassidy to Yanis' security detail due to his background as a bodyguard. But babysitting a bitter old spy in a spineless and suburban environment is the last thing Cassidy wants, let alone being the butt of the old man's constant abuse. Nolan Cassidy is a soft-spoken, intense person, a stickler for the rules with an almost militaristic approach to discipline. He's lost only one man while on the job and aims to keep it that way. Stoic and patient, he demands extreme discipline from his men. He takes his job very seriously. Too seriously, in fact, at least in the eyes of James. Since his recent arrival, he's beefed up security substantially, to the point where the residents of Whittleton Creek have begun to notice. Hi Peaches, how you doing? Good to see ya. The general was Georgy Zhukov. Jason Isaacs played him in The Death of Storm. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, friends. So we have our two targets. We also need to find information and clues. But it's time. You know it. You love it. The Wheel of Assassination! Alright, lots of options here. For Yanis, we have a mole hole bomb. He's been complaining about a whole bunch of holes in his lawn that moles are leaving. But he can stick a nice little bomb in one of them for him. Or we can blow him up with these cigarettes. As Pierce Brosnan James Bond says, filthy habit. We can give him a poison cupcake. Why not? We could kill either or both targets by yeeting them into the back of a garbage truck. We can infiltrate a barbecue party to get Cassidy. We can also fumigate Cassidy's house. We can... Oh, Cassidy is looking to buy a house in the area here, so we can pose as real estate agents here and find an opportunity to kill him there. We can put a letter bomb in Yanis's mailbox, or we can disguise ourselves as Yanis's new doctor. What do you guys want to see first? Or should I let the wheel decide? No, I've never seen The Death of Stalin. Solid black comedy, is it? No, never seen it. The Doctor? Yeah. And Peaches wants to spin the wheel. Alright. Alright, well, let's spin the wheel and see what comes up. We may end up doing both if it's a Cassidy assassination. Alright, so we can do both. So, pose as the Doctor to kill Yanis, and then infiltrate the barbecue to get the Cassidy. Alright. Should I go dressed as a pirate? Actually, we were just discussing Hitman 1, so why don't we... Yeah. We'll go with in the Hitman 1 costume. Most closets and dumpsters can hold 2 bodies. Indeed.
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Sorry, I keep on forgetting to do that. Keep on forgetting to switch back to the cutscenes. Yeah, this costume is pretty rough. Oh dear. Alright, so we'll do the Doctor first, and then we'll go after Cassidy. Weekly visits for the health. Yanis has an appointment with a male nurse every Saturday. He's down feeding the birds by the creek at the moment. Sounds like a good way inside Yanis's house.
"47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck."
Hello, sir.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Hola, compadre, it's me. Yes, I still have a fumigation unit hooked up to Mr. Cassidy.
I do like the fumigation kill, but guess we're not doing that one today. You can do it, lady. That's right. Pump those legs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. Blimey, there's a lot of moles around here. They're not just invading Yanis's territory.
You know what I like about you guys? You're just so chill. Not like Janice. I have never met a man so full of bile. I mean, I'm just trying to help him, and he's behaving like a complete ass. Alright, I better go. You know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is. Huh?
I'll deal with this. You just hang back.
Okay, but you be careful. You know, it's like he knows that I know that he's hiding something, and he's enjoying that I can't figure out what it is. I know it sounds crazy because he looks like it.
Oh, don't fall in the water. Wouldn't want you to drown, buddy. Okay. Should I take the propane with me? Hankiel taught you that. Absolutely. So here's our garbage truck.
He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel. I think it's a journal, or a diary. He's one of the security people working over at that old Russian guy's house. It's gotta be something from the old man's archives.
Huh.
If that's one of Janus's diaries, it might contain some important information about his past. Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the Constant.
This propane is turning out to be very useful.
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
One of Yanis's many diaries. It's a long-winded tale about his later years as the chairman of the Ark Society for years. The diary details how Yanis stepped down very recently and had to give up the seat of chairman to someone else. According to the diary, he's still attached to the society. Primarily the Lincoln Memorial mission, as that had a bunch of regular city bits around. This mission reminds you of Splinter Cell Conviction. Okay. Interesting. Now, I suppose these guys are probably going to want to frisk me before I waltz through that front door.
I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
I have my doubts that is how professionals actually deal with moles. It seems a bit much. Hi. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to have to get frisked.
Okay, thank you, sir. This will be over in no time.
Splinter Cell Conviction was originally going to be pretty similar to Hitman, with Sam wearing civilian clothes
job,
and
sir.
blending
Thank you.
in. They made it more
New
traditionally
guy, huh?
stealthy in the,
The
end.
regular guy
but some
is
bits were
indisposed.
civilian areas.
I'm here to take care of Mr. James.
Interesting.
All right, just ring the doorbell. Someone will be with you in a moment. That's far enough, sir. Can't let you in.
Well, I'm here to speak to the owner of the house, Mr. Janus, is it not?
You're not on the list.
I'm Charles Blake III, chairman of the Homeowners Association. I'm sure I don't need to be on any lists.
I know who you are. You're not on the list.
I see. You're a dedicated
Hello.
man. I respect that.
Who are you?
Are you a registered
Where's
voter by any
Lafayette?
chance?
He's
If so,
not
I'd
well.
like to take this
Well,
moment
hopefully
to
it's
share
something
some
serious.
information with you.
I'm
I
not
wouldn't
buying whatever
mind
it is that
if
you're selling,
Lafayette
pal.
was
Now
replaced
please remove yourself.
permanently.
This is private
He's an
property, and I have no
insufferable
problem
bore with a
enforcing
room
it.
temperature.
Even your little entourage of local
Harsh.
cops
You're
will
the
have
new
to
guy.
agree with that.
You'll need to be on time.
Well,
I have a
there's no
busy
need to get
schedule, you know.
hostile. I'll move along.
You have a very distinct
nice
face, my friend. Eastern European, am I right? But more than that, a refined mix of cultures. You look almost like an artist's rendering of the perfect man. I knew a man once, a doctor. He would have found you quite interesting, I think.
You don't say.
So,
There's not enough oxygen here
back
for
to
the
this
two of us.
thing. I'll just spend a few minutes with the inhaler to fill my system with as much oxygen as possible before we proceed to the bathroom for the health check itself.
Right.
Well, while Mr. Janus fills his lungs, I'd like a quick word with you. Please, come with me.
Okay.
All right, new guy. I know this looks like a relaxed operation, but I run a tight ship. Nobody gets alone time with Janus unless I know them, and I don't know you. So here's what I'll do. I'm going downstairs to run a security check on you. It should only be a few minutes. In the meantime, you wait in the study. We'll lock the doors and my men will make sure you don't accidentally wander off. I'm sure you understand. Please, wait in there.
Well, this is going to make life difficult.
47, you have to find a way out of there. I can't possibly construct a viable ID for you in time. I'll have Miss Hall remotely interfere with their search, but we can't keep it up for long.
Actually, I'll take this disguise.
Well, that was certainly an interesting turn of
That's
events.
what I like to see.
Still, no rest for the wicked, 47. You could probably slip back inside and give Janus his health check while his bodyguard is busy. Just be mindful of the patrolling guards.
Yeah. Alright. Why not? Just do a quick save. 4 minutes isn't a huge amount of time, but in theory it's enough. Oh.
I'm back. I suggest we go to the bathroom now.
All right, let's go then. off to torture some poor soul, are we?
Maybe. Oh, go on.
You know, you remind me of someone I met a long time ago.
Really?
A young boy in Romania.
Tell me more about this.
Some kind of anniversary edition of this game is coming October 17th. Oh, that's exciting.
I remember his eyes better than anything.
Wonder if there'll be new content.
Defiant. Maybe it was the nature of the project itself
physical
that
thing.
led me to dislike him. But I felt nothing but disappointment when I looked at him. What a waste of resources.
Project? What project?
It was all based on one madman's pipe dream.
Boy from Romania.
An army of
Roman
super
Romansky.
soldiers through genetic manipulation.
Yes, Roman
Somehow,
Romansky. I
he
knew
had
him well.
managed to impress my superiors, and they had provided him with effectively endless resources to be wasted on foolish ideas and experiments. The project was idiotic. The subjects were erratic, unreliable. Why build an army of reckless super soldiers when a handful of well-placed spies can do so much more for your cause?
What became of him?
Oh, I don't know. Dead, I assume. In the end, we had his mind wiped. All the boys underwent the same treatment. I didn't follow the subsequent cleanup process, but from what I understand, the doctor and everyone else associated with the project is long gone.
I see.
Yes, well, enough reminiscing. Are you about done here?
Almost done. Yes.
Oh, done.
Are you trying to...
Finally.
Yeah.
End to Janus.
There's
Death
not
feels
really
like an
anywhere
easy way out for a man like him. Still. We are close now, 47.
Hey, whoa. Space bubble, buddy.
Actually, yeah, let's take his disguise. Why not? Now, is there anything in this house that could be about you? Cigarettes? Ugh.
Couldn't get into the academy, huh?
That's over in the next house. Looked like he just snapped his kidney. Yeah, well, he's not gonna need it anymore, is he? Alright. Some people have a security blanket they carry around. I have security propane. Alright. Now. Dish best served cold. The Wilsons are throwing a barbecue and everyone's invited. Sounds like Nolan Cassidy has some interest in the party as well, but for some reason he's unwilling to go inside. Maybe he can fix whatever's wrong in there, 47. Well, maybe. You know, I'd like to have a better look around this house.
I think I'd lose my mind living out in the burbs like this.
Well, you know, we all have our burdens to bear, my dude.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Is it? What's this?
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to be attending anymore, is he? I thought there might be some rat poison or something in here. Oh well. Oh, how about that? I'm actually going to need the propane flask. No, it's not here. Yeah, that's a body. Hey, folks.
All right, next up is Cassidy. What do you have for me? What do you mean, nothing? How am I supposed to work with that? Sorry, isn't going to get me those votes.
Politicians. Welcome to the Wilson's barbecue party.
Richard, you are such a fool.
Ah, excellent. You brought propane. Just what we need for the grill. Can you hook it up for me as well?
Sure, why not?
Richard?
I think you're coming on a bit strong there.
You look at that.
I just don't feel
It's good to know the kind and helpful people still exist.
back off.
Guess I have to start flipping burgers now.
Yes. I'm missing a server. Hey. No rat poison down here either. Wonder if I should have put some poison in my loadout.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just leaving.
No, you're not. I knew I was gonna need some poison. Phone. Nice. I wish there was a box or something to put this guy in. No poison here either.
Hello there.
Nothing in the kitchen. Where's my mark?
Hi.
Hi. Oh. Maybe in the garage.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even
There
though
we
there's
are.
clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, you folks are well, Richard and I
Alright.
it's really not that hard to get him to go along with my ideas. Although I have to say, it's been challenging to find a good place for my old microfilm.
Start serving people, all right?
Okay, okay. Cool it, dude.
All right, folks. The food is ready. Psst. Care to try something special?
That doesn't make sense. Thanks a bunch.
The pleasure is all mine.
Alright. Let's put some little bit of seasoning on here.
Well, looks pretty busy here. I'll just wait my turn.
You want to try something different?
What in the world?
Let's hope he likes his food, 47.
Mmm.
Thank you.
It's got a little kick to it.
Yeah, just a little.
Thank you very much. Oh no. Not gonna be able to hold it back.
Oh.
Hey, you're sick. Okay, you really should see a doctor.
Oh, I left my doctor disguise back in the other house. I'm sorry. Uh-huh.
Hey, at least the seat's gonna be warm.
Excuse me. Potty emergency. Potty emergency.
Go ahead.
Very kind of his bodyguard to wait outside. Interesting that the bodyguard, in turn, has a bodyguard.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
He's just sleeping. He's fine. Alright. I still need to find some more information.
Oh, right. Hey, how's your kitchen working?
Probably best to leave it.
Hello there. Wow.
Hey. People might get a little suspicious of me if they see me whip out a lockpick. Let's just vault things.
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
Indeed. Oh. So no tape, but Somewhere I can play it, at least. I may be in the wrong house. Private, no access. Right, this is Cassidy's house.
Okay.
What in the... Command, I just heard something. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Letter from Yanis.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Cassidy, I love hide and seek just as much as the next guy, but come on.
Oh no!
Sir, Mr. Cassidy, you okay?
Hey, honey, it's me. You going okay?
I don't need this. Wonder if I should take these guys out as well. Why bother? Oh no! Beta!
I understand you tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone.
Ugh, I recognize that creepy voice.
Partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not
Excellent, 47. This recording confirms that Janus is planning to meet with the Constant. This is just the sort of thing we're looking for.
Whee! Alright, still need to find one more clue. Where's the exit? Oh, here. Whoop.
Everything looks good.
Sorry. Now, whose house is this? Hey. That was weird, wasn't it?
Station 4. Everything looks good.
Ah, Jane. How's it going out there at the muffin stand?
Just fine, Mrs. West. They're moving fast. One guy.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Oh, that's silly. Other nut cakes, or do I need to make more? I can always make more.
Well, honestly, he's wolfing them down at an impressive pace. But he's got to take a break at some point. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to make some more.
All right, my darling. Thanks.
Oh.
I don't think it's working here. It's a private area.
I could really use a disguise right now.
Sinister-looking basement. What could she be doing down here?
Rat poison. Lethal poison. And a giant furnace. Oh, did they actually see me go down the stairs? Well, that's not great, is it? Oh dear. This is going to affect my rating.
Wake up!
Clue reveal lost. Oh. Well, that's no help. Alright, lady. You can go in there. Seems fitting. I have a pretty good idea what you're using this furnace for. Look at this lazy sheriff, sleeping on the job.
Your
chance to change the world, vote Blake.
Excuse me, sir, are you a registered voter? I'd love to tell you about a new candidate who might just change your life. Yes, sir, a total game changer here.
I'm listening.
Wonderful. Well, I'm sure you're aware that voting season is upon us again. And if you're anything like me, a recent immigrant to this fine country, the candidates this time around just aren't very... savory.
Uh-oh.
But we have a flyer.
Excuse me. Gotta run.
You guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janus's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there, and I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together, you might know about it.
Can't say that I do.
Someone from Janus's security detail buried something in the frog habitat behind Cassidy's house. What could that possibly be?
If we uncovered Jimmy Hoffa's remains back there someday. Okay, all right, well, I'll just leave you to it.
Oh. Ah. I need a shovel. Well, this guy's got a garden shed. Maybe he has one. What's this?
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered. Must be a very important trip given his poor health. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish.
Yo, ye've little faith there.
It's time to end this.
Really? That wasn't buried very well, was it?
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find.
Yep. I should really give this guy his shovel back. No particular reason, I just think it's funny. Alright, so we got everything we need. Let's get at it. Three stars again. Bah. Gifts and curses.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end.
I think I just
I
got
can't track them,
disconnected
not without
for a
ICA
second there.
backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are They'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.
But before we get to that, we have a bonus level. But before we get to that, I need to take a quick toilet break. So give me a few minutes. I will be right back. Don't go away. Alright, we're back. Let's have a look at this next mission. Now this is a bonus one, not included in the main version of the game. This is a DLC.
Morning 47. The Ark Society's annual
cutscenes are
gathering is several
fully
weeks away, which should give us ample time to prepare. Meanwhile, Mr. Gray has an off-the-books request. Perhaps you should explain.
Noel Crest. One of my best fixes. Before Romania, I left him in charge of the militia. Told him in no uncertain terms to cease all attacks on Providence, stand by and await further orders. Safe to say he did not. Crest and his men have gone rogue, reinventing themselves as a glorified gang of international thieves. They specialize in ruthless spectacle heists with zero regard to collateral damage.
I've seen the man's file. What did you expect would happen?
It's not like I had much choice, seeing as all my best lieutenants were killed by you two.
Oops.
Fair point.
Nevertheless, Crest is a rabid dog. He is my responsibility, my mistake. I would like your help correcting it.
Current whereabouts?
Ambrose Island, an isolated harbor north from the Strait of Malacca. Coincidentally, one of Wazir Kale's old ports of call. According to my intel, Crest and his men have joined forces with a local pirate syndicate to raid a passing tanker. His goal, a control unit for an Ether Corp satellite being covertly shipped abroad. The satellite is a node in the company's most secure cloud storage network, so they would pay a fortune to preserve its integrity.
What is Crest's endgame?
Extortion, if I had to guess. We don't have the luxury of a full investigation. For us to move against the constant, we need Providence to think the threat is over and lower their guard. Another militia attack on Ether would raise alarms.
I agree. 47. You'll need to eliminate Crest and destroy that control unit, or lock the militia out. The satellite cannot fall into their hands. We'll need a cover story for ICA. Luckily, Akka, the rapacious leader of the syndicate, already has an active ICA contract on her head.
Oh.
Take her out, and we'll even get our expenses paid.
Well, I never had you pegged as a rebel.
I'm warming to it.
Thank you, both. 47, seeing as I know Crest, I'll provide field support. Meet you out east.
Exciting, isn't it? Alright, let's have a look at our targets. Noel Crest was merely a second-string member of the militia until opportunity presented itself. Specializing in the discreet retrieval and/or destruction of valuable items, documents, and data, he made a name for himself among those in the know by cleaning up after others, or in certain cases, retrieving things before they could be cleaned up. He is meticulous and proud of it, spending a great deal of time perfecting his plans and making sure every component necessary is optimized and accounted for. He's also notoriously guarded with information. This discretion and attention to detail meant he dealt with top-tier clientele, but despite his access and his talent as a fixer, he had been kept at arm's length by the militia's leader, Lucas Gray. Unfortunately, Gray's chosen lieutenants were decimated by 47, leaving little in the way of opposition when Crest decided to usurp leadership of the militia. He had not always been so ambitious nor so capable. Crest lacked security as a child growing up in the Midwest. He was poorly anchored and inconsistently cared for by his immediate family. They were far from well off, and as a result of his unmet material needs and his unmet social needs, he was extremely vulnerable to being swept up in his local organized crime scene. At the time, Crest was still young and quite small, not to mention more than eager to take risks that might impress his bosses. He was frequently assigned to break into houses in search of blackmail material, infiltrating through doggy doors or narrow window gaps and sifting through documents and even the contents of the occasional safe once he mastered the art of cracking them. This experience and the praise that followed fostered his budding confidence and stoked his desire to master the most subtle of the criminal arts. By the time he was too big to squeeze through a dog flap, he no longer needed to. He began to discreetly offer his services to the wealthy and privileged at the first whiff of scandal, steadily filling a little black book with a who's who of dodgy executives and morally dubious members of the elite. Crest learned to reach a little further every time, and the jobs he undertook became bigger and more ostentatious, wiping particularly sensitive records from a law firm's database at the behest of a rival legal team, retrieving evidence from police cold storage lockups to conceal a client's ill doings, even sanitizing the crime scenes themselves to remove every trace of what had happened there. Every job was harder than the one that came before, the rewards greater. His skills grew in tandem with his bank balance, yet he still held on to his unquenchable need to be recognized by those above him. Kretz was recruited for his skill set, as well as what Gray believed was an eagerness to be led. But in the absence of a leader, Crest clearly grew tired of being a follower. He aspires to turn the militia's remaining resources towards large-scale heists, restoring and even expanding their influence in the process. To that end, Crest believes an influential group of pirates endemic to the Strait of Malacca, a waterway through which 40% of the world's shipping traffic passes, would be invaluable allies. The loss of the Delgado cartel damaged the mobility of the militia severely, and Arca's ad hoc syndicate could restore it, with the additional benefit of providing a smokescreen for their activities in the area. Really, they're everything Crest could have asked for. Before she was Aka, Sinhi Ventham was raised by her grandmother in a small coastal village south of Chennai. When she was 6, the aging woman, the only mother she had known, died, and neither of her parents reappeared to claim her. Neighbors offered the young girl token assistance, but the truth was that none of them could afford to support her more substantially without taking food from the mouths of their own children. Like many children in her situation, Aka learned how to survive on the streets by doing odd jobs and petty crimes. Criminal opportunities proved much more fruitful and easier to find than proper work, and as she grew older and the charity of the adults around her dried up completely, Aka waded deeper and deeper into the criminal underworld. Hearing about the thriving and profitable piracy scene in the Strait of Malacca, Aka found her way across the Indian Ocean and set foot on Ambrose Island in the early 2000s when she was still a teenager. At the time, it was a hub for several small pirate crews, each with their own leaders and their own territories constantly under dispute. Ambrose was for the most part neutral ground due to the presence of the beloved local matriarch, Farah, who operated a bar on the island and helped to keep the peace for the sake of the locals. Farah took Aka under her wing after she arrived, and for a time Aka was grateful. Farah's affection was unconditional, unaltered by whatever crimes anyone undertook, so long as they didn't hurt anyone else who called the island home. She treated the young woman without judgment and even encouraged the ambition and guile that Aka demonstrated in assembling her own pirate crew. It took time for Aka to demonstrate her worth to the rest of the population. She was a capable raider, but she was even better at assessing targets and developing strategies of approach. She was relatively indifferent to life and unafraid to take it when needed, coldly gauging risk on personal costs rather than human ones. She managed to enrich her crew in periods when others were growing lean, intensifying territory disputes as a result, but Aka and her men seemed to thrive no matter what stretch of water they hunted in. Pirates from rival groups began defecting to work beneath her instead. When another leader was killed in a botched raid, his crew folded itself in eagerly under Aka's rule. Before the remaining petty rulers of Ambrose knew it, she had amassed enough manpower to overthrow them, and she did just that. Their crews were subsumed into her own, and they themselves were swiftly killed and disposed of in the sea. This is how Aka became the pirate queen of Ambrose Island. This satisfied her for a time, until recently. Evidently, her base began to feel less like a throne and more like a cell. Chafing against the limitations of their isolation, Aka began reaching out to other groups operating in the strait and more widely abroad. Gradually, she's pieced together a tenuous and, by necessity, low-tech syndicate of outlaws extending as far as the Pacific Ocean. In cells and pockets, their expertise, resources, techniques, and information are shared with Aka at their epicenter. Meanwhile, her formerly close relationship with Farah has waned. There can only be one point around which the people of Ambrose Island orbit, and Aka would prefer it to be her. Okay, and we also need to take out the satellite here. Satellite uplink control unit, when unlocked, allows unfettered access to Ether's secure off-world data storage network. Given the nature of Ether's business, this would give the militia, or potentially even the pirates, the ability to pull as much of this data as they'd like, and ransom it back to the company, or sell it outright. This would put Providence back on edge and inhibit any plans to capture the Constant. The best course of action is to either destroy the control unit or remove both of the required keycards from the area before it can be unlocked. Okay. So, how are we going to kill our two targets? Well, once again, we must turn to the Wheel of Assassination! Alright, so we can sabotage a bridge and drop Crest through it. We can take them both out with a cannon if they meet. For Aka, we can get her to kill Crest and then blow her up with propane. We can immolate Crest in an engine accident. Again, outsourcing to Aka. What's this one? Crest. Filtered food. Oh, literal food poisoning. The cannon, 100%. Okay, the cannon. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to do this. I haven't played this level very much, but if we want to do it with the cannon it is. Now, we need to dress appropriately for being on a pirate island, I think. Yeah, that seems right. Don't think we'll need a sniper rifle. Sure, we'll use this bone as a lockpick. And alright. Let's go.
Welcome to the Andaman Sea, 47. We've arrived just in time. It seems Crest didn't disclose the true object of the heist to his partners, so Aka has seized one of the satellite control unit's keycards as collateral until they can renegotiate.
Okay.
The militia have set up camp near the remains of a colonial outpost. Both Crest and the control unit should be nearby. You'll need to destroy the unit itself or render it inoperable by retrieving both keycards. Knowing Crest, he'll have given his to someone he trusts, but Aka is less inclined to delegate. She should be in the pirate base when she's not out among the locals. I provided you with a GPS tracker. Activate it when you're done and I'll initiate extraction. The sooner we finish up here, the better.
Yarr! Buccaneer 47 is ready to go. Alright.
I saw Aka pacing around like a tiger in a cage earlier. It makes me nervous.
Ever since they got back from the raid, the mood's been different. They're not being as chummy with the toy soldiers anymore. Used to be, she was at Farah's every night getting drinks with their boss, wasn't she?
Something must have happened. You know Aka, if she thinks someone's taking what's hers, she'll just as soon cut their hands off as ask for it back.
Maybe it was stupid, but I expected better from them. They've been pretty easy to deal with. When they showed up, I thought they would take the whole village over, but they mostly keep to themselves near the ruins.
You make friends with a crocodile when you live in the water. Maybe now that they're ready to return to land, they're showing their true colors.
Alright. First thing I think I need to do, and there's no mission stories to help guide me in this one, unfortunately. First thing I need to do is secure the cannon, which I seem to recall being here. Yeah, in the ruins.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just going around in a circle. Nice work, Matthew. Nice work. Hello. I think I've taken a wrong turn. Yeah.
Consider. You don't think Farah would love to have a little baby around to fawn over?
Ooh, there's a lot of people here. So there's a satellite uplink. Poison flower. Doubt I'll need this, but you never know. Oh. They can see the machete. Let's not walk around with that then. Yarr!
Listen
Let
here,
me
pal.
pass, you
I'm
scurvy
sorry.
scallywags.
Coming through here. Now you know you can't be here, so leave.
Alright, fine. Fortunately for me, they haven't done a very good job at locking off other ways to get into this place. Excuse me for just a second. I think the puppy needs to go out. Alright. I should probably grab a disguise, shouldn't I?
Bob, you can't just wander in here. It's a restricted area, you know. You can't be allowed to go. I could really use some help here.
Oh, duh.
What's going on here? What happened?
You gotta wonder if that portable antenna would hold up in extreme weather.
I don't wonder at all.
Hey, look alive, buddy.
Will do.
Time to step up your game.
Oh, done. Damn it. Oh, it's all gone terrible. Alright. You saw nothing. That went perfectly to plan. I don't know why you're so concerned. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. There. Into the bushes with you, my friend. You can have a nice nap. Oh, what's that? Did you drop something else? Guess not. Hey boys, don't mind me.
If you want to come through this way, I'm gonna have to do a quick pat down.
Well, don't worry about it then. I'll just climb up the side of the hill. What? No, nothing. I didn't say anything. Where's the vine? Here. So this is progress, but I don't think I'm going to get much further just disguised as the catering crew. Really need a soldier disguise. Maybe I should have saved.
Yeah, Command, there's some kind of commotion down here. I'm having a look around.
You gotta wonder if that portable antenna would hold up to any extreme weather.
I don't wonder at all. It's already been damaged.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly in mint condition anymore.
I bet Crest is wishing he'd bought a new one for this trip. I don't think anyone expected we needed up 24/7 to maintain comms.
Yeah. I had to switch the power supply over yesterday.
Nah, do I want to risk putting him in the box? There's a good chance these guys might spot me if I try that.
Just as I'm hooking it all back up, I hear Crest coming for me.
Whoa.
Maybe if I just wait a few minutes, though.
He sure did.
This one
That
will
guy
turn
doesn't
his back.
unclench for a second.
Must have been difficult getting an antenna set up out here. Though without it, they'd be at a tremendous disadvantage. Crest would probably come running if something...
Uh-oh.
Well, this is awkward.
Alright, so here's our cannon. But to operate it, I'm going to need gunpowder and a cannonball. This might be a good time to have a look at hit maps, so I'm not just wandering around blankly for an hour trying to find the necessary items. Ambrose Island. Alright. Gunpowder. Well, that one looks like it's close to where I am. Yep, here in the ruins, right up on the top. No, not quite the top. Level 3. Okay, so I need to go down a floor. But I can't get through that way. Something rumbling here. I wonder if there's something you can dig up here with a shovel. Well, whatever. Hi. Alright, so there should be some gunpowder in here somewhere. That leads to the satellite I need to destroy. I'm kind of inclined to wreck it rather than taking the keycards. Oh, yeah, I'll need this later. Uh-oh.
Hey, who are you?
Is that a cannonball? That'll be useful.
I'm talking to you, sir.
That's Orson Mills. Dependable muscle, responds well to authority.
Alright. Hopefully no one will come looking for this guy. Oh dear.
Huh? Please don't do that!
Hopefully no one will come looking for these guys.
That's one of the keycards for the satellite control unit.
I wondered if
We need
this
to
guy
find a
might
second
have
if we want to fully lock them out.
might have the keycard for the satellite. Alright, so I got a cannonball. Still need gunpowder. There we go. Ooh, Molotov. Could be useful. What else we got here? Remote demo explosives. Yeah, I'll help myself to those. Oh, here's another cannon. Oh, I can use that to blow that up and make a little door for myself. Yeah, let's not do that. Load this. Cannonball. And gunpowder. Alright, so that's ready to go. Now I need to arrange for the two targets to end up in front of it. To do that, I'm going to have to make them have a meeting. So let's head back down to the village and see what we can find. Should I get back in my pirate outfit? Why not? Yarr! 47 does not like this tropical environment. Hello.
Crest here. Anything to report?
That's Noel Crest. Formerly one of my most reliable assets.
Oh boy, do I feel special.
Hello there.
Hi.
I remember my night the day after the big night.
Oh,
Auntie found me, and in more time she whipped up a party for me. And even made it feel like it was all.
What do we have here? Ooh, that could be useful. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what did I just take? The Village Master Key. Sounds like Crest prefers a hand-on approach for certain issues. Yeah. Better Times. A photo of Aka as a teenager posing with Farah at her side. They look happy. Auntie and me. Alright. Should be clear now.
Hey.
Ether Pamphlet. A flyer promoting the public face of Ether. It advertises their DNA mapping and storage project, offering implied immortality to the elite with the benefit of secure off-world backup. Evidently, that data would be worth a fortune to Ether and their clients. Indeed.
Oh.
It's a slapping contest. Because why not?
Thank you so much.
Hey, man.
He's not going to hear out of that ear for a week.
I feel like she is supposed to give me a quest to do here. Let me just look this up. Right. So this is the one I'm going for. Like I said, I haven't played this particular level very much, so I'm not as familiar with it as some of the others, and without a mission story to follow, it makes it a little bit more challenging. So let's look up what I need to do. Hitman to Earths. Alright, need a cannonball, bag gunpowder, yep, into the cave, blah, 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 blah. You need to set up the meeting at the radio tower and then sprint to the ruins with the right equipment. Travel to a radio tower, flip the switch at the top to signal the meeting. You can access the radio tower from the back. Okay. Cool. So I need to get to the radio tower and sabotage it to signal a meeting. I can do that. Maybe I should get back in my soldier disguise. Oh, this is the wrong way. Right, so where's the radio tower from here? Over here. Oh, radar tower. I can word. I know words. I'm good at words.
Oh.
Stuck here. I think I was better suited for the motorway.
Hey, am I allowed in here?
Clearance to pass. You don't have it, buddy, so go away.
Okay. Starfish. I can use that as a lethal throwing star. Alright.
Just don't move a fucking muscle. Follow me.
Okay. Right. Keys. Submarine. Could be useful. Alright. So there's the radar tower. Diary entry number 2. A note hastily written on the inside of a paper airplane. I am being held captive. To the holder of this message, please call the embassy. Any embassy. Reward guaranteed. Guaranteed has been underscored twice. Oh, look, it's Agent Smith. He got captured again. Well, I guess we should let him out.
Hey, 47! Hey!
Mr. Smith.
Friend of yours, 47?
Sight for sore eyes. 47. I'm on real thin ice with Interpol. This assignment was supposed to be a gimme. Tag along undercover on some tankers, monitor the crews for any suspicious contact with pirates, support local law enforcement investigations with whatever info I found. Should have been a piece of cake.
Do you need some help?
Yeah. I haven't heard any keys on their leader when she comes by. If I had to guess, I'd say she's keeping them somewhere private, like an office. If you can get those keys and open this door, I can get myself off this island.
Got it.
I tofu. Who needs keys when you have a lockpick?
You should get out of here.
I'm gonna have to add you to my Christmas card list at this rate. Listen, you see that car battery over there? She hooked up the cage to it and turned the juice on when she wanted to screw with us.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if she got a taste of her own medicine.
Consider it done.
Nah, that is a fun way to kill her, but no, we're not doing that one. Peaches has requested the cannon, and so the cannon we shall do. Alright. Now.
Makes me nervous when Aka's this wound up.
This guy's not going to do anything about the guy with the bag on his head, just trying to walk out of here.
What the hell?
Haha, I think she's realized her prisoners have run away.
The signal's lit. Their meeting should start soon.
Alright. So now I have to hurry back to the cannon.
Keep your eyes on the toy soldiers. They're up to something.
Probably wasting time getting this disguise back, but I feel like I'm probably going to need it to get to the cannon quicker. Unfortunately, these guys are facing the wrong way, so I can just walk right past them and they won't make a fuss. I am going the right way, right? Yeah, that should be fun. Hey. Uh-oh.
Okay.
How do I get up to the top level? Wait, is this the top level? Okay, cool. Alright, I think they're in the right place now? Looks like this should be pointed right at them.
Aka's out of the way. Good work. That's Crest taken care of. That's one problem taken care of. Now you just have to deal with the satellite control unit.
Copy, Command. Still looking. No sign of the perp. Hey, stay sharp.
Okay, I'll stay sharp. Now, actually,
Nothing. It's a damn waste of time.
well, Aka's going to have one of the satellite cards on her. But I would have to either steal another disguise or sneak back in there. So the easiest way to get to the satellite uplink is probably through here. Oh, the door. Through the door, Matthew. What a good idea.
Look, that's the control unit there. You'll need to either destroy it or deny access to keep the ether satellite out of the militia's hands.
I may need some tools for this. Do I have a screwdriver? Perfect. Crap. let's see. Overload? Well, that's no fun. I didn't pick up all these explosives for nothing. But I will do another save here, just in case something goes wrong.
Well done. With the control unit in pieces, the satellite's no longer our problem. And that's that. The rest will pick up the pieces. It's time to go, 47. I'll see you soon.
Alright. So I feel like I should make a fancy getaway. And since I did pick up the keys to a submarine, maybe we should use that. Question is, where... That's probably it over there. And again, I think I need my Buccaneer outfit. It's just fun. That's the wrong exit. That's where I came in. I want the submarine.
I'll let Diana and Olivia know.
Neat. Love that shot of Agent Smith in his boxer shorts there. That is America's ass. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get a very good rating for that one. I got spotted a number of times. Alright. So, this is where I'm going to end it for today. We got 3 missions left to go, and that seems like a good amount to tackle on the next stream. Now, that's not going to be Sunday, because I'm going to the Edmonton Expo this weekend. So it'll be Tuesday, back at my normal streaming time of 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And we'll pick up the Ark Society mission there, going to Yanis's funeral, and trying to get our hands on the Constant. Until then, though, if you'd like to catch up with anything else I've been working on, you can find my social media links down below. There is my YouTube, of course, where I archive all my streams. There is... what else? There is my Blue Sky, where I am... It's my regular social channel. It's where I leave stream updates, and it's also where I'm leaving progress on my Professor Oak challenge that I believe I'm going to finish today, if all goes to plan. There's also my Tumblr down there. I don't use it that much anymore, but I do have a series of articles there about Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comics and how they should have been a syndicated cartoon rather than comic book series. Now, since there's a few people here, we'll do a raid into my friend Sin Fritz. Oh no, we'll do Channel Awesome. They're playing Yakuza Like a Dragon by the look of it. Alright. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And yeah, come back on Tuesday for more wacky assassination fun. Take care of yourselves, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.